When my mother-in-law showed up that afternoon, I already knew she wasn't there for comfort. She moved like a soldier who had just received orders. No hesitation, no warmth. I watched from across the street, kids inside my parents' car, while she jammed the new key into my door and twisted. The sound of the lock clicking felt louder than traffic. She stepped inside as if she'd won something. Her face was tight with satisfaction. She turned toward the window once, scanning the street, and I swear she smirked. The apartment lights flicked on. The place I built, where I carried boxes with my own hands, where we made our first dinner, was now hers to enter, mine to watch from a distance. I didn't move, didn't speak. I just stared at the door that no longer recognized me. And for the first time in weeks, I felt something other than grief. Something colder, something precise. The story they told everyone was simple. I'd abandoned my wife, took the kids, and ran to my parents out of spite. That's what she said. That's what her mother repeated like gospel. But the truth began long before I left. It started with her phone face down on the counter. The late-night texts that lit the screen anyway. The way she started saying my name less and saying nothing more. At first, I convinced myself I was imagining it. Stress, work, distance. But every time she smiled at her phone, I saw it. The slight lift of the corner of her mouth that used to belong to me. Then came the lie that didn't fit. She said she was meeting her mother for lunch. Her mother called that afternoon to ask if she'd made it to the doctor. And that's when something inside me went silent. Not angry, not broken. Just off, like a switch. I didn't confront her. I learned, observed, coldly, quietly. While she slept, I mirrored her phone screen to mine, watched the messages as they came. He was careful, never used his name, but his tone gave him away. That self-assured charm. The same man who gave her that promotion at work. I watched for 3 weeks. Every message, every emoji, every miss you. I memorized her lies until they became predictable, like studying a language I used to speak fluently, but now dissect with detachment. The night before I left with the kids, she kissed my cheek and said, "I just need space." I almost laughed. She didn't notice. I packed silently, taking only essentials, telling her it was temporary. She nodded with practiced sympathy. Behind her eyes, I saw relief. That was the confirmation I needed. When the DNA test came back, I read it in the car outside the clinic. My hands didn't shake. My breathing didn't change. It wasn't about love anymore. It was math. Percentages. Probabilities. 2 results. 2 different fathers. I looked at my reflection in the windshield and didn't recognize the eyes looking back. That night, I sent her mother the report. No words, no explanation. I just attached the document and pressed send. 10 minutes later, her phone lit up with calls. I didn't answer. By morning, she was gone from the apartment. Her mother took her in. And a week later, that same woman, the self-appointed guardian of family values, was changing my locks, ensuring her daughter's secrets stayed buried behind fresh metal. But I already had the truth. They just didn't know what I'd do with it. I waited until she posted her first healing photo online. Flowers, candles, some quote about self-love. Then I uploaded the files, all of them. Screenshots, messages, test results. No captions, no accusations. Just evidence. Her silence online was instant. Her mother stopped showing her face at church. The apartment stayed locked, but no one lived there anymore. I didn't need to shout or destroy anything. I just let the truth breathe in public air. She called once, number unknown. I answered, a whisper. "Why would you do this?" I said nothing. The silence stretched long enough for her to understand. Then I ended the call. It's strange how quiet peace can sound when it's earned through devastation. The kids sleep easier now. I do too. Sometimes, when I drive past the old apartment, I still see the glint of the new lock. It doesn't bother me anymore, because I learned something vital. People don't always steal your peace with violence. Sometimes they do it with affection, with smiles, with lies. And when you take it back, you don't need to shout. You just need to leave them behind the door they changed, locked in with their own reflection.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.